The Albany all the way from out of the 8 machine. Chloe Cox will start off the pole. Outside her, the 27, the Hyundai XL of Jake Johnson. Starting out of position number 3 is the 20 of Blake Noakes. Outside, the young lady in the Hadley Earthworks, number 48. That's Millie Fairbrass. Levi Favreau will start out position number 5. Outside him, Kuru McBridey. Behind there, the 81 machine of Noah Harawa. J.L. Daniels. And it looks like young Will Roberts. Then a gaggle of cars behind, including Ivy Beersby, Benjamin Oppett. But looking from the back, looking forward, Cooper Sayer. And the 22 machine of Harley Goodlett. We're going to go green this time around. No Josh Birch in this one. Too much damage sustained. We go green. Coxhill gets the better of the dispatch this time around as they run into the Adams turn, corner 1 and 2. Chloe Coxhill out in front, back to Jake Johnson in the 27 machine. Young Blake Noakes back in 4th. Millie Fairbrass holds out your top 3 at the moment. So as they run it through turns 3 and 4 for the first time of their feature race tonight, Cox will lead it away from Johnson, Fairbrass, Noakes and McBridey. Favreau and Harawa. Young Will Roberts coming forward in leaps and bounds at the moment as well, which is great to see. Same with Ivy Beersby. Only just a handful of meetings ago, she was getting lapped around by her cars, and now she's up in mid-pack, which is fantastic to see. Bit of a hole into turn 3. Noakes finds out, McBridey slides underneath. Makes slight contact, nothing in it. As they run it now into turns 1 and 2, out in front, it's all Chloe Coxhill like it's been all night. Good clean racing majority of the time from the New Star Junior Sedans. Jake Johnson, with all the chasing, 2-2. As Cooper Sayers trying to make his move in the mid-pack. As lap traffic will now become a thing for our race leaders. But out in front comfortably is our race leader of Chloe Coxhill. And we got yellow over turn number 2. Kuru McBridey and Millie Fairbrass. Our third and fourth place getters got tangled up. And we're green. Coxhill gets a good dispatch, but Johnson goes right with her. As Chloe pulls a few car lengths now. Great start from the young lady. As we go through, J.L. Daniels is no messing around there. Makes the pass before the cone. A few of these kids just need to learn the restart policies of that one. So I'm sure our Chief Stewart Ben Hands will get all over that one. But as our race leader out in front of Chloe Coxhill out in front. Back from Jake Johnson. Blake Noakes not putting the pressure on Millie Fairbrass. Back to Levi Favreau. So as they race it down the main straight once again, Millie Fairbrass gets a little bit untidy coming out too, actually. But Coxhill starting to check out once again. Dispute flag going out on a few drivers there. So as we see how we go as we run it down the main straight. Millie Fairbrass still holding down that third position as Coxhill finds herself into lap traffic down the back straight. But Millie Fairbrass driving a fantastic rate with Blake Noakes all over the back side of that Hadley Earthworks number 48. So run it down the back straight once again. Kuru McBridey starting to make a move on, but here comes Chloe Coxhill trying to put some lap down on a few of these drivers now in this back part of the field. Great driving here from the JSRA New Stars here this weekend here at the Tyrepower Manjimup Speedway. As they run it through once again. Out in front, Chloe Coxhill. Jake Johnson closes in very quickly as they come up on the back of Ivy Beersby now. Puts young Ivy a lap down as they run it down the main straight. Jake Johnson starting to get that gap a little closer. Oh, Ryan Roberts gets a little untidy, catches it up, keeps it going. As Fairbrass will come up on the back of those lap traffic there, but out in front, Chloe Coxhill's pulled that gap a little bit again, but coming into turns with 3 and 4, that's where Jake Johnson shines at this time and moment. as they go down the main straight. Another lap in the books again for Chloe Coxell out in front. Gaggle of cars through 3 and 4, so she'll come up on the backside of J.O. Daniels and Kuru McBride, who was sitting up in our podium spot just a little bit earlier. As Millie Fairbrass still holds down third place, almost more than half a lap back from our lead 2 drivers. As they go into turns 3 and 4 with all our lap cars, Chloe Coxell making light work of all the lap traffic. Great driver there all the way from the Albany Speedway Club. Will Roberts getting a little bit untidy. Pulls it all back together, checks out, keeps it going. Up on the high side goes Coxell, driving a superb race so far. Runs it down in turn 1 2. Sits it up high on the high line as she goes down into 1 and 2 with a freight train of cars up in front of her. Kuru McBride, but Jake Johnson's going to jump up on this one as he comes up. Will Coxell make a fight for it? She does. She fights up on the outside. 3 and 4 wide if you don't mind. Jake Johnson left with nowhere to go. Great drive from the young lady from Albany. Read the situation well. Kuru McBride is still trying to pass cars in between there. Jake Johnson getting boxed in, unfortunately. So Kuru McBride out in front from Jake Johnson all the way back to Millie Fairbrass. They're going to lap all the way. Oh, big crash on the back straight. Kuru McBride found the fence hard there. So did young Will Roberts. So you'd have to have a look at that number 70 Daihatsu Charade. As we're just going to pull him up on the start-finish line. And we're off. So as he runs it down now, Chloe Coxell gets to jump away the best he can. Will Roberts, no overlap. Bit close there for young Will Roberts on the wall, but he'll get away nice and safely now. Jake Johnson's going to have to do all the chasing down the back straight. As all the people come through the cone. Good let the last one through. They'll yank that cone in quick and fast. So they're off. As they spread back out around the raceway. The 8 machine, the 27, the 48, the 20, 16 of Favreau, 12 and then 28 of McCabe. Will Roberts in the 70 comes through, collects with 3 laps to go. The 69 of Oppett, 95 of Sayer, the 5 of Beersby, then young Roberts again, young Ryan in the 92 and the 22. And we do it all over again, no position changes, apart from a few lap cars in between. So it's Jake Johnson all over the back bumper of Chloe Coxell. Now as they run it down the back straight, the race is for the lead and it's racing 2. Chloe Coxell drives in 3 and 4. Jake Johnson follows her up the track oh so slowly. Chloe checks out with 2 or 3 car length once again. So run it down. The 28 machine of McCabe has a bit of a drama on the back straight. Keeps it all together. Same with young Will Roberts. Gets a bit untidy but keeps it all together once again. Chloe Coxell out in front. As they'll come through, it'll be white flag next time around. Well, this time around, sorry. And your feature winner, ladies and gentlemen, Chloe Coxell will take the win. From Jake Johnson, the race is for 3rd. Millie Fairbrass has just been passed. She's going to punch it up around the outside. Noakes is going to look underneath. Can she get back through? Switch through on there. Big hit from Favreau. She goes through, penalised right at the end. So Favreau will grab, Noakes will grab 3rd. From, I believe, it would be Favreau. Millie Fairbrass will go a long way back. She didn't pass the stripe, so it'll be interesting to see how that one's called.